let me try to come closer to you so that you can actually be able to hear me loud and clear because I've done several videos concerning the heritage and economic patterns of East Africa, and now I have to do something quite different but still related to what I was trying to talk about. And some of the things I want to talk about now is about social structures and how to navigate some, encounters, particularly in Kenya. This is a comparison between Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, because I've been to those places quite severally. In Kenya, one thing, I don't think people have time for you. At the moment, it's very hard for those Kenyans to, you know, stay tuned to what you're saying unless you're very trading because time is very essential in Kenya and very crucial, and people value time, and they don't want to lose every single minute of their life. And considering that Kenya is an agriculture based structured country, there's a lot to be done, particularly in the rural areas. And 60% of the land in Kenya is arable land, is good for agriculture, loam soil, red soil, cotton soil, it's there in plenty, and weather is very good. So people tend not to be very social in terms of, you know, socializing during the day, especially in the morning hours, lunchtime. Maybe in the evening, people will socialize with you, and then thereafter, people will just go to their homes. And one good thing about Kenya social structure is that people are engaging even at night, during the day, at any one given time. It's not like other places. The economy is 24 hours. You can wake up in the middle of the night, go to the shop and buy meat. You can wake up in the middle of the night, go to the shop and buy anything you want, go to the bank, ATMs, travel, book anything you want. Everyone is active for 24 hours, which is a good model because what pushes people to that level is lack of income and profit margin declining to an extent whereby you now feel like I have to push my business to this level because I never know who's gonna come to buy or who needs service at what given time, and that is very good. This is the same story that I saw in Uganda. They're picking up, and in Uganda, people tend to, be cautious, and they are not competitive as Kenyans because Kenyans are very aggressive. If you do the comparison between those two countries, there are more Kenyans in Uganda than Ugandans in Kenya. And those Kenyans who are in Uganda, they are doing business itself and employment, border to border crossing transit businesses. And that one tells you something because some of the Ugandans who are in Kenya, I would say most of them they are doing these low paying jobs like house, helps, watchmen, working in the farms, picking tea and coffee. But it's very hard to find a Kenyan doing those kind of jobs in Uganda. And if you find a Kenyan based in Uganda, most of them they are doing big businesses like wholesaling or medium enterprise production like Chinese. And that one really puzzled me. And I was like, can we prefer to go there or what is it? I'll try my best to go there in case.
You see, this machine for printing the slips. This is a scanner. Then I have a screen. And I think everything is. I think it's working.
Someone is disrupting my video here. Anyway, so doing this comparison between these two countries made me think like I think Kenya is much better in terms of opportunities, and infrastructure is world class, unlike in Uganda. But Uganda is catching up. Now, when you go to Tanzania, it's something else because in Tanzania, there are so many Tanzanians in Kenya and they are doing great businesses, particularly in clothing, restaurant, barbering shops, beauty and cosmetics, transport. There are so many. And if you go to Tanzania, also there are so many Kenyans there who are doing the same businesses. And the only difference is in Kenya, there's a high intensity competitiveness. Unlike now in Tanzania, there's not that high competitiveness. Maybe it is one here, another. A competitor maybe is about maybe 200 kilometers or 100 kilometers. And manufacturing capacity is still not in the hands of the black people of the Tanzanian themselves. It is still in the hands of Indians and Chinese. But generally, the business there is not even 24 hours, it's 12 hours a day. At night, there's some services you would like to get, particularly in a place like Arusha or Moshi or Iringa, and you don't get them apart from hospitality industries. Other areas like engineering, transport, and some food, restaurant businesses. Those businesses, they are not operatable at night in Tanzania. I noted that. But in Kenya, it's a hub. Everything is done day and night. People are not sleeping. And that one made me to think, I don't think I can leave Kenya at the moment because everybody is looking for a 24 hours clock economy and flexibility to attend the bank and be able to withdraw money or do transaction. And in Tanzania, that thing I saw, it's a bit difficult at night because even the public passenger service vehicles for long distance and those ones in transit to other countries, they don't travel at night. 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, they stop. They'll travel again in the morning. That surprised me because I was not expecting that. That problem I saw it. They only travel during the day, but in Kenya you can travel during the night, during the day. Nobody's asking you. You can go whenever, at any one given time, and you achieve your goals. In Uganda, I think it's the same thing. And now these borders are opening up, and people are moving in big numbers from one place to another. There's so many economic activities taking place in these places, and the way the Uganda relates with Kenya, I think is far much better than the way Kenyans are relating with Tanzania. Because in Uganda and Kenya, you will not hear of this commotion, social disruptions, political disruptions, economic disruptions. Things are moving very well, and I think it's because Ugandans, they know what they want, and they're very clever, they're very intelligent people, and they are not into social media competitiveness and trying to show who is who. And that is something that made me to think that I would like to go to Uganda and try to do. And they have the most beautiful women ever. Ugandan women, dark skinned women, they are so beautiful. Hit that subscription button, like the video and share. I would like to hear your comment about my comparison between economic situation of Uganda, Kenya, and economic situation and relations between Uganda and Tanzania at the same time. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy.